Let's go.
Yes, sir.
You are here and now with Brandon and Joe. I'm Joe.
And I'm Brandon.
You are here and now with Brandon and Joe. I am Brandon, and we got a special guest today. You might know him, the co-host of the damn show. We got Joseph Keevan in the building. What's good, dude? No, we're beefing, bro. We're beefing. I'm tired of your shit, dude.
What the fuck's up, Kyle?
What the fuck is up, Kyle?
Shut up, Brandon.
What's up, Joe Keevan?
Yeah,
co-host.
That's him. You know him well.
Yes,
but you're
sir.
gonna get to know him a little bit more today.
Oh shit! What do you got planned, dude?
Not much, dude.
This is not right.
Not much. But it is a special day. It's your birthday.
Yes, sir.
Well, it's your birthday in 2 days. But
birthday episode.
Yeah, it's your birthday
May
episode.
3rd is my actual official birthday.
Yes, sir. So, how do you feel, bro?
I feel like $1 million, dude. If I'm being completely honest.
Be completely honest, dude, because you
All
don't.
right, fine. I'm feeling like $1.50 to be honest.
That's more like it.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
more like it. I feel like a nickel. So
27, dude. 27 is young, but sometimes, dude, I feel pretty old.
yeah, I know, dude. I am 29. I'm turning 30 this year, so I'm already going through like a little quarter life crisis. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. And it's funny because it's just a number.
Yeah.
It's just a number. Like you probably don't feel any older than you did
When I was-
fucking 10 years ago.
Yeah.
20 years
18,
ago. Knowing you fucking
20.
6.
Yeah, dude, I really don't. It's weird sometimes when I actually like think about it. Like 27. Man, when I was 16, I thought 27-year-olds were old as fuck. You know?
I definitely changed that mindset.
Yeah.
Because as
I
I'm
know.
getting older, like I don't even look at 40-year-olds
Yeah,
as old anymore.
I know. It's weird. Because 40 used to be old as shit, dude.
But it all depends on your mentality, though. Like I know, like 25-year-olds that act like they're 50.
Yeah, it's perspective, dude. Like a 12-year-old would think I was old as fuck, you know?
Yeah.
And it's based on perspective. I mean, that's all it is. Because when we were 12, yeah, a 30-year-old was old
Old
as
as
hell,
shit.
you know?
But so if you were looking back at your 12-year-old self, would you think your 27-year-old self is dope as shit?
If I was how old?
If you were your 12-year-old self,
If I was 12 and I was looking at myself now?
would you look at yourself as an old fuck?
Yeah. If I was 12, yeah.
But how you act, you know, your
Oh, no. My
Would you be
demeanor. Like if I saw me
like
and
how did you
saw
pick,
some of the stuff that I do at this age, I'd be
you
like,
would think it's cool.
yeah. Yeah.
But when you were 12, did you ever imagine you being 27 and being the way you are
Dude,
now?
when I was 12, I honestly never even pictured my life past 18.
Me too.
I don't know why, dude, but I thought I would never be a day older than 18. I don't know why. I just couldn't picture it. I really thought that, dude, back in those days. I couldn't see myself past 18.
To be honest, dude, I'd never, yeah, same with me. I'd never picture myself being older,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, even to this day, I picture myself 10 years from now being relatively the same,
Yeah.
but better, hopefully.
Yeah. Just a little bit more wise.
A little bit more wise.
Yeah, because, dude, if I knew the shit that I know at 27, at 12, bro, I'd be on the moon.
But it's crazy, though, because there's 12-year-olds that are doing what we're doing now,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
at 12. Imagine how far along they're going to be
Well,
by the
dude,
time they're our age, you know?
Yeah, that's why I can't, like, dude, my kids are going to know so much. Because I was never taught the shit that I know now when I was a kid, you know? So the stuff I know now, I'm going to be able to teach my kids, and they're going to be so far advanced.
Yeah, imagine you starting to invest into stocks and shit at 12.
Yeah, dude.
Like, you'd be set. You'd
Yeah.
be set right now. And, yeah, dude, I want to teach, like, when I do eventually have kids, like, I'm not going to teach them, like, to do the 9-to-5 life. I'm gonna teach them like, you know, learn how to sell shit.
Yeah.
Learn how to sell lemonade. You know, the shit that I never knew growing up.
Yeah. Yeah, because we were taught the opposite. Like, we were taught to
How to get a job.
safety, you know? We were taught, like,
But you
through
can't,
everybody, not just our parents,
no,
through school
no,
and
yeah.
everything,
Yeah.
dude. Like, it's so crazy to me that they don't even teach real estate or investing or stocks or any of that in school.
Dude,
Like,
I didn't
that's
even
crazy to
know
me.
what a 401k was until like 7-8 years ago. You know?
Yeah.
It wasn't until I got full time at a job, and then they're talking about 401k, and that's when I kind of like, I guess I should be doing this. I don't know,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
you
I
know?
just heard of a Roth IRA like a couple years, like within the past year or two.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm sure they must have taught some of that. Maybe I just didn't pay attention. I don't know.
Dude,
but I
no.
don't remember them ever saying
No.
hearing of those words or anything, you know.
no, they
they talked
didn't-
about the stock. No, I don't even think
No,
they
they
talked about
didn't.
the market crash or
the
nothing.
closest thing that I had to that was, dude, we learned how to balance a checkbook.
Yeah.
Do you have a checkbook now? No.
Not really, no.
Like, I don't
I have
either.
one, but I never use it.
But yeah, my accounting class, that's what they taught us. They taught us how to balance a checkbook.
yeah.
Shit that, you know, we don't care about now, or we don't even need to care about.
Well,
Really.
dude, that actually brings up a good point because I wonder if they even taught this stuff in school, how many kids would even pay attention to it? I know there's some that would, you know, because there was always those kids that were like paying attention to everything. But I wonder, like, how many kids would just like ignore it or fall asleep or text or something while they're being taught this stuff, you know?
Well, you know what though? I think a key to being a teacher is being hip enough to connect with the kids.
Yeah.
Like you got to make you got to make learning cool.
Yeah.
And if you have a nerdy ass teacher, you're not going to want to listen to him because you
Yeah.
don't want to be like him.
Yeah.
But if you had a teacher that was like cool and like made like history class, like this is what the cool people are doing, you know,
Yeah.
I would have paid attention more,
Yeah, that's true.
you know? So yeah, I just think there needs to be a shift in the way that teachers teach.
Yeah, big time.
Even vlogging, there should be a vlogging class, a podcast class.
Oh yeah, yeah. But yeah, because they had film studies, they had cooking, you know, shit like that.
But it's irrelevant
I
shit.
literally had a class where I could watch movies all day.
Yeah,
that was
I had
was
that
the
class too.
class. Film
Yeah.
studies. And every now and then we'd have to write a report or do a presentation. But
Yeah.
90% of the class was just watching movies.
Yeah,
It was my favorite class.
My favorite class was photography, and I'm
I
surprised.
took film photography.
Yeah,
I
film
did.
photography.
I did in senior year.
Yeah.
I might have failed it. I might have failed that class. But I had like 4 or 5 friends in that class, and all we did was fuck around, you know?
Dude, do you remember how like the dark room was?
Yeah.
It was like dark and kind of eerie.
Red.
Yeah, it was red. I remember. Now, I don't know if this actually happened or I'm like making shit up in my head, but I remember 2 girls worshiping the devil.
Oh,
in there.
shit. No way.
And that could be my mind playing tricks on me because it was dark and
Yeah,
red,
yeah.
and it just kind of gave me that vibe.
Yeah, because how are they doing it? Did they bring out a Ouija board? Were they burning
Dude,
crosses or
it had to be
pentagrams
me
and
making shit up though, because like I don't know.
I think I remember you saying that though. I remember you.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up in the Mike Romer podcast, but it kind of got lost in conversation. But yeah, I remember that vividly. But also remember when I did a backflip in the roller skates.
Yeah, no, nobody. I
No
remember the
one
story
really
of that.
remembers that.
Yeah.
But I've been telling myself that I did that for so long that it became true.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about the mind, dude. Is like, I wonder how much of my past have I made up and how much is real. You know?
Yeah, because dude, I don't remember my childhood for real.
Yeah, there's a
Like,
lot that
you
I
remember
think I
a little bit
remember,
more.
but a lot of it's stories that were told to me, or
Yeah,
like me bashing a fake gun over your head.
I believe that, dude.
jumping
I
off the
believe
thing
that.
and bashing your teeth out.
So, dude, I pretty much known you, for pretty much your whole life. you
Yeah,
know?
pretty much, dude.
Pretty much.
Yeah, like 27 years.
27. Yeah. Holy shit. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah,
Like to think that I've known you for 27 years
yeah,
and I still
know
fuck
somebody
with,
that
and I
long.
still fuck with you. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
yeah. But it goes in and outs.
Yeah. Yesterday,
Yeah,
but I've always known you as being a relatively happy kid though. Like you were happy growing up. Like watching the videos, you were like energetic, obnoxious as hell.
yeah. It was very obnoxious.
Very obnoxious.
I still got that in me a little bit.
Yeah.
Sometimes it comes out.
But looking back on my shit, like I look depressed and quiet and shy and shit. Like I like your childhood.
But is that
more.
how you perceive it though?
Yeah.
Or is that just how you
Well, I
perceive
don't
it? Because
know,
maybe
dude.
you weren't at
Because
that
I don't
time.
remember. Like I don't remember my childhood at all. For real. Like it's a blur. But when I watch the videos, I'm like, damn, I wish I was more energetic and more obnoxious and being a little shithead like you were.
Yeah, but dude, sometimes I watch it and it's cringy. You know? Oh, dude, yeah, like that old footage we watched. We talked about it on one of the other podcasts, but that show was cringy as fuck. And I had that same energy that I had as a kid in those videos.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you carried that energy until, because we even watched, remember the podcast where we were talking about our cringy past?
Yeah.
You
That's
still
the
had
one.
that same energy. And I feel like I still had that same depressed energy too. Not depressed energy, but
Yeah.
suppressed.
Yeah, suppressed.
Suppressed, not depressed.
Yeah. I could see that.
But we're slowly breaking out of it. And it does come out from time to time. Like your obnoxiousness.
Alcohol brings it out of me.
Yeah. I remember New Year's,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
You blasted me in the face.
Yeah, that was
with a-
fun though. I'm glad I did that, but the laugh that I did after that was that obnoxious laugh that I did, you know? That's just like, oh, that's cringe.
Yeah. But dude, I like that about you though. I like that you got that obnoxious side. It's entertaining. You were an instigator growing up though, bro.
Oh, I was. I really was.
You would
dude.
get friends fighting each other. Every friend we've had a beef with you at some point.
Yeah, I know. Why?
Because you're a shit, dude.
Yeah, man. I remember almost fighting a couple of my friends,
I do too.
but I think that just comes with seeing somebody so much. You know,
Yeah.
we've had our fair shares.
Yeah.
Not often, not as often as people would probably think.
Dude, me and you have a very unique relationship or
Yeah.
a unique bond as a brother,
Yeah,
as brotherhood, you know?
yeah,
Because most people, like, we're blessed, dude. We're blessed to have the family that we have because we're still all close,
yeah.
you know? I mean, I wish we were a little bit closer with our sister and our older sister, which shout out to her. It's actually her birthday today.
Yeah.
So happy birthday, Kristen. Love
Yeah,
you.
we're recording this on May 1st. Shout out to Kristen.
Yeah, shout outs to you.
I think mom specifically wanted to hold me in a little bit longer so we didn't have the same birthday,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Imagine
Mom was
that.
always like that. Mom was always like, it's funny though. Like me and you even might as well have had the same birthday because every time growing up, I would get a gift, you would get a gift too, or vice versa. Every time it was your birthday, I would get a gift and you would get it. I would get a gift on your birthday.
How do you
But
feel
was that
about
grandma or was that mom?
No, I was mom.
Yeah.
And grandma.
And grandma.
And grandma. But so I still need to buy Kinsey a gift for her birthday because it just passed not too long ago. But I was talking to my girl and I was like, I'm going to buy Kinsey and Kimber a gift. These
Yeah.
are our nieces.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, don't do that because she needs to learn that it's her day and she deserves a day for herself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if Kimber does get jealous, it teaches her like her time will come.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know if that was a good or bad thing. I liked
I don't
it.
think it really affected us today. Like when it's your birthday, I know it's your birthday.
Yeah.
And when it's my birthday, like it seems to be my birthday.
You know what it was? It's probably our parents just like, I don't want to deal with this shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Oh,
just going to
yeah.
give him a gift too
Oh,
because
yeah.
I'm not dealing with
Well, because when we were young, dude, we didn't understand like why is he getting something and I'm not. We didn't understand like
Yeah.
the concept of birthdays and all
Yeah.
that. Probably is what I would assume.
Yeah, that's what it was. But we don't have jealousy issues, I don't think. Unless you're jealous of me, bro.
I'm pretty jealous of you, dude. But this is
Thanks.
my day, so tell me why you're jealous of me.
I'm jealous of you, dude, because you got this fucking. I'm not jealous, but dude, I'm proud of this house.
Yeah.
I say
thank
this
you.
every time I come here. I'm like, I love this house.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because this podcast journey was the journey kind of to this house.
Yeah.
Because I remember
it's
every
like one of the main
podcast was the
reasons
next
why.
stop, was the next step to you getting this house.
Oh, yeah.
Until
yeah.
you got it, and now we're finally here.
Yeah, we don't talk
Doing-
about like finding a duplex anymore. That was like
No.
a big subject
Yeah.
back in
Well, that
the
was a-
earlier episodes.
That was a big, this
Yeah.
is one of the biggest investments you've ever done.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very proud of this house, dude. I love this house.
Yeah, it's got a cool fucking vibe, man.
Yeah, the area is great. And yesterday we were contemplating, we're like, is that gunshots or fireworks? It was fireworks. Ended up being fireworks.
You sure?
But yeah, it
You
was.
sure?
Yeah. Because like there was this, we got a ring doorbell, and it sends notifications. And somebody asked that, like, I just heard a round of shots going off, and everybody was like, "No, that was fireworks. That was definitely fireworks."
How do you feel about St. John after living here for? You've been here for what, 5-6 months now?
Yeah, since November of last year. I love it, dude. I had a different perspective of it. Like
At first, of course.
at first, because I didn't know the
it's
area.
a
I never
new
knew the area. And to be honest, like when I came to look at this house, I didn't even know this was going to be the one. Like I even told my girl that she don't need to come look at it because I was like, it's probably not going to be the one, but I want to look anyway because at that time it was like hard to find duplexes. And so as soon as I got to this house, though, dude, I fell in love with it. Like I knew like it was the one, you know?
Yeah, rightfully so.
Like we were looking around and like the exposed brick in that room was one of the things. I was like, oh, this is dope. Like this whole back room was one of the things because the wood panel and all that. And then we came out here and this deck and how everything's separated from the tenants and like the backyard separate. And it's a decent backyard for the dog, the covering of this, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, this
Podcast
is
room,
another
yeah.
one, you know? And then we go downstairs and it's like a finished basement. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I'm going to put an
It's
offer
like a
in now.
no-brainer.
Yeah. But now there was another one that I was putting an offer in, but I'm glad I got this one. Like the right price, the perfect location, the perfect house. It's like hard to even, because eventually I want to go back to duplex talk and find another duplex, but it's hard. It's going to be hard because this one is so perfect. I'm going to compare everyone to this one, you know?
But that's good though. You got like a foundation of like,
what I
you got
want
a
and stuff.
standard,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Like where me getting into it, you know, I'd be starting fresh. Well,
Oh, yeah.
I guess I'd be learning from you.
Yeah. And I looked at all the ones like in South City and all that, like that were old and have old basements and the basements you share with the tenant and all that. And they never were like, they never felt right. Like none of them was like, yeah, that's what I want. You know, I was like, maybe I can make this work. It's going to be weird, but I guess I could get used to it. But then that's why when I got this one. So I think that's my thing is like, I always want to have a separate basement, you know?
What do you think you learned of like the whole process of like actually putting money down for a house? Like actually like committing 100% to it?
Like in the beginning.
Yeah. From the beginning till now.
Oh, that
Like, what did you like? What are all right? So let's take it back. What for our listeners, for someone that's like getting their first property, first duplex?
Yeah.
What do you look for?
Well, I was new to the whole thing, so I didn't know what to look for. But I knew to look for like water damage, make sure there was no water damage. You know, look for like any type of mold or damage or anything like that.
What is this called? I mean, you don't have it here, but on
Vinyl?
the bricks where you know how they have that.
Yeah, that was a big thing that
'Cause I never knew about that
tuck
either.
pointing.
Yeah,
tuck
pointing.
pointing.
Yeah,
Because tuck
how
pointing
important
is
that is.
yeah, because tuck pointing is like one of those things that it's expensive as fuck to. It's like at least $7,000 per side that you got to do, and 4 sides. I mean, that's expensive, and it doesn't add any value to the house once you do it. So it's just like one of those things that's expected to be nice. Whereas if you update a kitchen or something like that, it actually adds value to the house.
Yeah.
But yeah, so tuck pointing is a big one, unless you have like a bunch of money to put down on the house right away.
Yeah,
to make sure, because tuck pointing is important because
your house can cave in.
yeah, it could collapse if it's not. Damn, I look like I'm picking my nose in this whole episode, but I think I got allergies are kicking in. But yeah, so it's like one of those things that is very important. And I never knew that. I didn't know that until my agent was pointing it out, because he literally pointed it out. That was like his word of the day every time we met up was tuck pointing.
Tuck pointing, yeah.
And yeah, so that's a super important part. And other than that is like, yeah, like the interior, how much money are you going to have to put into it? Are you going to have to put anything into it? Is it good to go? The water heater, you want to check that. The furnace to see how much lifetime is that left on it.
Another good thing that you did was you found the right
Agent?
real estate agent.
Yeah. And it took me 3 tries.
Yeah, because you needed to get someone that understood investing,
Yeah.
like rental properties.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So the first ones I went through, they didn't know about investing. They didn't have investment properties or anything like that. So I found another one, and again, he didn't know it. So I switched because. So I'll just put it out there. So I switched because the real estate agents that I was working with, weren't willing to like, I wanted to negotiate on a price and they're like, no, we're not going to do that because you're not going to get what you want for it. So I was like, so you're not going to do what I'm asking you guys to do? That's what you're supposed to do. And they just seemed like they didn't want to put in the work or whatever. And so I was like, all right, then I'm going to reach out and see if somebody else can help me. So then I reached out to this other guy who I found on Zillow or some shit. And he started giving me that same attitude. He's like, I was like, all right, let's just say, let's offer 130. And the house was like listed for 140. Because in my mind, I was like, everybody will negotiate. Why would you not negotiate? They're trying to sell. Mm-hmm. But I didn't know the market was so hot. But still, at that time, I was like, let's offer 130. And then the agent that I had at the time was like, listen, I think we need to talk. I think we need to get a little bit more real about things. And I'm like, all right, fuck this dude too.
That's not what you want to hear.
So I went on this Facebook group chat and there was all about real estate investing and stuff like that. And actually, Rich Dad Poor Dad is where I learned that. Is like, in Rich Dad Poor Dad, he says, offer whatever you want on a house. And you never know what you're going to get because a house is like worth whatever somebody's willing to pay for it. And you never know what somebody will sell it for or whatever. They could be really wanting to sell it, no other buyers, blah, blah, blah. And so that's where I got that mentality of like, let's offer like something low, you know, because I don't want to pay high. Because if you offer low, you could always go up. But if you offer too high, you can't go back down.
Right.
Nobody's going to be like,
nah, I'm not going to do that to you.
No, like, what if I offered 140 and they accepted? It'd be like, wait, I want 130. They're like, no, you just said 140. You know, so nobody's going to go down, but people negotiating, you got to go up. And you could come, you know, if I offer 130 and they want to sell for 140, maybe we could settle at 135, blah, 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 you know. So, yeah, so that's where I learned that. And then that guy wasn't willing to help me, so I went on this chat. Oh, yeah, then and Rich Dad Poor Dad, he also says, find somebody that's doing what you want to do. You know, if you want an investment property, then find somebody that is knowledgeable in investing. So then I went on this investment group chat and I found this other guy. And I made a post first and I had hundreds of real estate agents reaching out. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, this dude stuck out to me. And Agent Nick, that's why I call him Agent Nick. But so if anybody needs a good referral locally.
That's your boy.
Yeah, hit me up. I'll give you him. But yeah, so I found him, and then from the first day, I knew he was legit. Like, he started telling me about shit to look out for and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then I learned a lot more through him, too. So, yeah, finding the right real estate agent that is doing what you want to do is key because they'll teach you things that you don't even know. Like, he kind of, I don't know if he knows this or not, but he kind of became like a mentor. Like, he's somebody I can text from time to time.
Till this day.
Yeah, to this day. And he'll respond and tell me, give me, you know, like what he would do in that situation.
So your advice would be find the right agent.
Yeah, find a good agent.
To do what you're trying to do.
Yeah, especially if you don't know anything about real estate, find somebody that does. And if they're good, they'll show you the way. Like, if they're not in it just to make $1 off you, which this guy's not, like, he's not like that, then like somebody with good morals. Find a real estate agent with good morals.
Agent Nick needs to get you a promo code, bro.
Yeah, man. We need to get him on this podcast.
That would actually be eventually a good podcast.
Yeah.
Let's get him on when I'm looking for my duplex.
Yeah.
So I can just pick his brain.
Yeah.
Well, shit, he'll probably be my agent.
Oh, yeah, he will.
Yeah. Okay. That's good shit, bro. Episode 25.
Somebody's here.
Episode 25.
25, real estate agent. A real estate episode.
All right, so dude, you've been on this earth for 27 years, man.
Yeah.
So
27. Dude, 27, the 27 Club.
That's what I was saying, bro.
Yeah.
27.
Let's see if we can name everybody that's in that club. Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse, Jimi Hendrix,
Janis
Joplin,
Jim
Morrison. I think there's more.
Legends?
Yeah. Or anybody. No,
Matt.
not anybody.
Well,
yeah,
Matt.
But
Matt's a legend.
Yeah.
He's a legend.
For sure. That's crazy. 27.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was 27, that honestly went through my mind a lot. And it's because, like, I have fucking Kurt Cobain tattooed on me, you know? Yeah. I kind of resonated with him, so it kind of scared me when I hit 27. And I know that's all that's all superstitious shit.
Yeah.
You know, but it is a weird time, dude.
Well, dude, that's what fucks me up is because I'm a huge believer in, like, law of attraction and manifestation. So I need to be careful about thinking about that, you know, like thinking
Don't
about
think
joining
about
that
it.
club. But I'm joining a new club, a winning club.
Yeah, we're on
the
that
27.
winning club.
I'm gonna, yeah.
Shit, that might
Dude,
be our
at
new shit.
27, dude, I'll be 27 when we get these dope upcoming guests on.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that's the club, is the winning club.
Yeah, I would like to. We're not going to tell you about it, but we are going to California
Yeah, that's
next
gonna be
month.
fun, man.
Next month.
That's gonna be an experience.
And dude, it's kind of crazy to me how fast that's happening.
Yeah,
You know, because when we first started, dude, we were not even going to get guests in the beginning,
yeah,
and now we're like going way up
yeah.
quick.
I think that's one of our strengths, dude. Is like going with the momentum. You know,
Oh, most definitely.
because that's what has taken us to where we are now, is the momentum. Like we just been like, even when we got the guests, we're like, I consider that momentum that we were on. Like we're like, all right, these episodes are going good. Now we're ready. Let's get a guest. And then we got a guest, and then we're like, all right, let's get a bigger guest.
Yeah.
All right, let's get more guests. You know,
And we just threw our shot. Like
Yeah.
we just fuck it. Let's just try.
yeah,
And then they happen to say yes,
yeah,
and which is mind blowing because we are still little peons
yeah,
in this shit.
yeah. We're
But
still pretty brand new to this.
We're brand new, dude. We're only at
But
25.
but the good thing is, dude, we got our shit together, man. We're all about quality, because some of these guests that we have coming on, I watched some of their other interviews, and not to like talk shit or anything, but from a quality standpoint, we're like way above them. You know what I mean?
And the shit that we're going to talk about, it's going to be better.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
You know, from what I've listened to.
And it's different too, because now that I just think about it, now it's different because this is a podcast. And when people do interviews with these people that we got going on, they don't have this set up because it's not a podcast. It's just a quick interview,
Yeah.
you know? And they just typically record it like off a camera and the mic.
And they have questions written down where
Yeah.
typically like we write questions, but 9 times out of 10, we hardly ever look at them.
Yeah, we just go with the conversation.
Yeah. But our superpower, dude, I truly believe our superpower is the willingness to put ourselves out there.
Yeah.
Like the lack of giving a fuck. And we still probably do give a fuck, but I think as every endeavor we go into, we give less of a fuck.
Yeah.
And with this podcast, I mean, I feel like I've grown a lot since we
Yeah.
started this shit.
Yeah, but we got to be careful with that whole not giving a fuck thing, because I think that might be some of the problems that we have. Like sometimes we're like, oh, we got this, no problem. And then we go do the episode and we're like,
Fuck.
so, yeah. You know, like we got to be careful.
we still got to come prepared.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's the
Preparation
thing.
is always key.
Yeah. Did
And
I prepare for
that,
this? No.
We know that from the music days, dude. Because there was times where we did shows where we didn't feel like we needed to rehearse, and it was kind of a shit show. But then the shows that we rehearsed and prepared for,
We killed it.
yeah, they were
We killed
like
it.
perfect. You know?
Yeah. But you still, you still get unexpected shit that happens.
Yeah.
You know, you never know. You still kind of got to go with the flow with things.
Yeah.
Because as good as you picture it,
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, it won't go exactly how you planned.
Yeah.
Almost 10 out of 10 times it won't
Oh,
go as
yeah.
planned.
Yeah, because think about it. Even these upcoming podcasts that we have, you can sit there and like prepare for it and like rehearse it and all you want. But once you have that person's energy in the room, now you're playing in a whole different field. You know, it's like a whole different ball game. Because there's no way for us to interpret how their energy is going to be until they're sitting in front of us. You know, that's what amazes me about like fighting, dude. Like all these UFC fights and boxing and all that shit. You know,
Well, what's crazy, yeah, because like with that Jake Paul and Nate Robinson fight, they said Nate Robinson didn't even spar.
yeah.
So like, how could you be ready
Yeah.
if you never got hit in the face? Like, you don't know how you're gonna react,
Yeah.
and that's why like this tough guy shit is funny, man. Because most people that act tough never got hit in the face.
Yeah.
They don't know how tough they are.
Yeah.
So like they're just talking out of inexperience.
Yeah, they could have a glass jaw and not even know it.
Yeah. Yeah. So
It's crazy. Come on, dude. Ask me another question.
all right, dude. You want another question, dude? You want another question?
Yeah, dude.
All right. We talk about books a lot.
Yeah.
What's your top 3 books that you would recommend? Are the top 3 books that had the biggest impact on your life?
Top 3. Obviously, Rich Dad Poor Dad is the biggest. Probably Oh, Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Ooh, that was a good one.
Yeah, that one was huge, dude. That was actually perfect timing reading that, man. Like that helped me get through the loss of Matt, because at the end of it, he talks about losing his friend, so that really hit home. So yeah, it's Rich Dad Poor Dad, Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And I'm trying to think, but I know it's probably Think and Grow Rich.
Think and Grow Rich.
Yeah. Oh, no. Probably The Power of Now.
I was about to say.
Yeah, The Power of Now.
Eckhart Tolle's Power of Now changed. I mean, honestly, that's the first book I think I've ever read.
Or, dude, even A New Earth. A New Earth. Yeah. But I don't think I've got through all of it.
Yeah, I haven't finished that one.
But, dude, it's so weird. So, yeah, I'll say those are my top 3. The Power of Now, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. But then the bonus one would be Think and Grow Rich. Mm-hmm. And then another bonus one would be How to Win Friends and Influence People. There's so many good books.
And The Way of the Superior Man.
Yeah, in a way. There's too many
There's too many good books. Yeah. Because it's funny because you read books at the right time.
Yeah.
Like The Power of Now came to our life at the right time.
Yeah.
The Way of the Superior Man. Like I was kind of having relationship issues,
Yeah.
And I read that and everything started to click.
Yeah.
About like masculine and feminine energy,
Yeah.
So it's just crazy how that, that happens that way.
Yeah. Yeah. It's literally like
it's like these books come to you.
Yeah.
Come to you. Like you don't go finding them. They come
find
to you.
Yeah.
At the right time.
Yeah, because they resonate with you. Like I'll go through, because I use Audible, and I'll go through books on books trying to find my next book. And once I like sample them and I listen, nah, this ain't the one. I'll find the one and I'll be like, oh, okay, this is the one. Boom, download it,
Dude, even Aubrey Marcus's Own the Day.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of like what kind of book would you? It's like a day-to-day. Yeah, it's a self-help book.
Yeah.
But even that book kind of changed my life. Not in like an introspective way, but just like how to operate your day.
Yeah.
Like how to set up your day.
Yeah, I still implement some of the things.
Oh, hell yeah. Like the water with the sea salt. I still do that every day. I still do the cold showers every day.
Yeah.
And I think that's about it that I follow. But yeah.
Yeah.
But it even tells you even talks about eating the right foods before sex.
Yeah.
And that's shit I never knew about.
Yeah.
Like eating, what's that plant called? Arugula? Arugula? And it helps with blood flow. And wine.
Yeah,
I used to think red wine was just romantic. Yeah. But no, it turns out it helps with the nitrous oxide, your blood flow.
Yeah.
Helps get your dick running.
You say that your buffalo?
My buffalo, though. I have you seen the buffalo I had in the backyard, right?
Oh, that buffalo. Yeah.
He's just hanging out.
Yeah.
He's just hanging out. You know?
Does it have kids?
The buffalo doesn't have kids, but he has been eyeballing the neighbor's dog.
Oh,
pretty
shit.
heavy. I want to introduce him. It's kind of awkward right now because quarantine and, they got to stay 6 feet apart. But
when you leave the house, do you say bye, son?
Well, it's a girl.
Bison, bro. Bison.
Damn, man. Damn. I missed that. I was like,
right over your head.
That nicotine, bro. I like, anytime I fuck up, I just blame it on the nicotine.
Dude, I've had some vices lately. Whiskey, I'm kind of off the whiskey though. But nicotine, man. Nicotine is my biggest vice, dude, because I'm starting to love the feeling of nicotine, bro. Like the buzz and like the come up and like when things start, like there's times where I'll be driving on nicotine and I start to feel dizzy a little bit, but I'm like, oh fuck, this is nice.
Well, dude, like we come up with the craziest ideas off of nicotine. Like I remember when we were trying to find like an RV, and we just popped nicotine in, and all of a sudden we're fucking like searching through all these Craigslist ads, and we're finding RVs right and left.
Yeah,
real quick.
Yeah, nicotine has been a game changer.
But it can fuck you up though. It makes me nauseous sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, man, I wish I didn't do this.
Yeah, I took one earlier, a pouch that I got now in, and I took it earlier. I felt nauseous.
Dude,
it might depend on your empty stomach too.
You just gave me a pouch, and I'm already onto the steak.
Yeah,
like it's an issue. Do you go through phases trying new things?
Yeah,
me and you kind of recently just went through a kratom phase. Yeah. And I'm kind of coming out of that.
Yeah.
But I noticed that about myself. Like I'll experiment with something for like 2 weeks. And if it sticks, it sticks. Like nicotine has sticked because it doesn't really have too bad of side effects.
Yeah.
But like with kratom, dude, I did that for like 8 days straight. And I'm just now getting okay being off of kratom.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it just made me like backed up, bro, like constipated,
Yeah.
heavy.
Yeah, I have from that sale that when we went and bought, it was like buy two, get one free. I still have one pouch left. And I'm realizing I like to do it on an empty stomach in the morning, you know, and if I'm not going to drink that day, because I realize drinking in kratom
Don't go good.
Yeah, that. But modafinil too. Modafinil was something I was experimenting with a lot, and I realized how to use it now. So that's how I do it. I use things as tools.
Yeah.
I know we talked about that on one of the last solo episodes, but that's what I like to do is use things as tools.
And that's how you got to view things like that. Because, dude, you can get carried away with anything.
Yeah.
Nicotine, coffee, you can get carried away with anything.
My biggest vice has been caffeine.
Oh,
Dude, I've been on energy drinks every day for the past like 3 months.
I don't know how,
4
dude.
months maybe.
I get so tired of the taste and the carbonation sometimes.
Well, dude, I buy different brands every time.
Yeah.
I buy like 30 packs of different brands.
Yeah. You do go hard on the energy
I know.
drinks.
I don't like it. I mean, I love it, but I don't like it.
Well,
You know
I
what
get
mean?
it though,
I don't
dude.
like relying on it.
I get it because coffee doesn't do it.
Yeah,
It
doesn't.
just doesn't do it as much as an energy drink would.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to.
And dude, I've realized I hate the feeling of being sober. Like I hate not, like if I don't take anything, like if I don't put any nicotine in my body or any caffeine, I'm like bored with the day. Not really bored. Like I don't want to say that, but I'm like, I feel like I'm missing that extra spark, like that extra excitement. Because even with the energy drinks, it's like exciting to drink, you know, like driving and be like, man, it'd be nice to have something to do while I'm driving, you know? So
Plus, it's refreshing.
yeah,
too.
refreshing.
That's
and-
one thing. Like coffee dehydrates me.
Yeah.
Like these don't.
Yeah.
They make me feel like quenches my thirst.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's one thing I like about you, man. I know we talked about this before. Like, you never dabbled into drugs that much, you know? And I really, really admire that about you.
Yeah.
It's like I never had to worry.
Yeah.
Never had to worry. Why? Why do you think you were like that growing up?
Control. I like to have control. I have like at parties and stuff done shit that I don't know what the fuck I
Yeah, I
did,
know.
you know,
Yeah.
just random shit like that. And,
And you
then
did
then I
stuff-
did go through like it's also who you hang around, man, because if it's around, it'll probably be
It's
done.
almost inevitable.
Yeah, it'll probably be done. But it just hasn't been a big part of my life like that. But back when we were hanging out with people that were all about that stuff, I've tried things and
I do remember that, dude. We could talk about it. Fuck it.
what?
We were at a party, and I remember you did something.
Yeah.
You and her friend,
Yeah.
and you guys were just geeking. You were on the floor geeking out,
Yeah.
and I was just like, "What the fuck is wrong with these kids, dude?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?"
Yeah. And I don't even know what for sure we did.
I know.
I know what they said we did. I think they said it was Molly. But I don't think it was, man. I don't know what it was.
Do you remember that time I bought Molly, and I was scared to do it, and I returned it?
Yeah.
I'm
Was
like-
it Molly or was it Adderall?
It was Molly. It was supposed
it?
to be Molly, but it was
Okay.
brown,
Yeah.
and like I did my research, and I don't think it was supposed to be brown.
Yeah, and then you gave it back to the kid and he's like, fine, whatever. And he took it in the kitchen and
snorted it.
Stupid, man.
God.
Those are some fucked
But I'm
up
pretty sure
days.
like I'm like one of the first to return drugs to a drug dealer.
Yeah, can I get a refund for these? You call customer service, leave a bad Yelp review.
Yeah, this is a shitty drug dealer.
That's funny.
But I really do admire that though.
Mm-hmm.
Like I never had to worry because I've even worried about myself in the past, you know, and I never did anything crazy.
Yeah.
But I do think I have an addictive personality,
Yeah.
and I think we all do
Yeah.
to a degree. Because if
Yeah.
you drink caffeine every day,
Oh, yeah.
you're addicted
Yeah.
in a way.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know, man. I really like that about you.
Well, I think I do have that. I'm realizing I do have that addictive personality because, like, with the whole caffeine thing, and then there's like, yeah, there's things that like I find myself doing habitually, and then I realize, oh shit, it's probably because I'm addicted. You know, a little bit of the nicotine, probably. Like, I don't think I'm addicted, but then when I stop and think about it, I'm like, man, maybe that little addiction bug.
What do you
is
think
there.
addiction is? Do you think it's like when you
A craving-
constantly
a craving
think
for
it's
it.
a craving?
Yeah, it's like a craving for
Yeah.
it.
See, that's why I don't think I'm addicted to nicotine because I really don't crave it.
Yeah.
But if I'm at the store, I'm like, or if I'm at the gas station, I'll be like, I don't have this tool. I literally view this as a tool, and I try not to do it unless I need it.
Yeah.
Like I need a little pick me up without caffeine.
Yeah.
But I have noticed a bad habit. Every time I eat at work, I pop a nicotine patch in.
But dude, do you find yourself crashing from it?
Yeah.
I feel like I'll buzz really hard for like 30 minutes and then crash, like be tired as fuck after.
Do you pop another one in?
No. No.
I do that sometimes. But
I probably have, but I don't know. I don't know what I do. What do I do? It's usually when I'm driving. It's when I notice it. Yeah, you know what I do? Because I did yesterday. I did that the other day. I think it was yesterday where I had one, and then probably like I started feeling tired. But the feeling does kind of subtly hang around for a little bit. So it was a couple hours. I mean, I'm not like back to back, whereas like a chain smoker would smoke cigarettes, you know?
Yeah.
I don't back to back pop these little nicotine packages. But I remember we bought them because they were on sale, like 99 cents for them. Dude, sales. I'm addicted to sales too, apparently.
You are, dude.
Every time I can make my money stretch, I do it, you know? But like these nicotine pouches were 99 cents and I bought like 10 packs.
Yeah.
Or no, probably like 6, but still. And I have like 3 left.
You know what my problem is? Is listening to people like Ben Greenfield and like these biohackers. That's who put me on to nicotine. Was actually the Aubrey Marcus book.
Yeah.
And when I tried it, I'm like, holy shit. Like, I love this shit. Because I think the first thing I bought was that Lucy. Do you remember those little larynges that I gave you?
Yeah.
And I'd pop one of those in, and it really helped because like I was trying not to drink as much at the time. So I would drink a glass of wine and pop a little nicotine thing in, and I was good.
Yeah.
And I want to get back to that, man, because drinking, I don't know about you, man, but at 29, maybe because I just don't drink as much, but it affects me for longer than it used to. Like my hangovers are worse.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy it as much.
Yeah.
Like I have a limit, and I reach that limit a lot quicker now than I used to. Like I used to be able to drink.
You get drunk quicker.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Well, that's probably because you don't drink that much.
Because I don't drink that much. Yeah. Therefore,
tolerance is not
the
really
hangovers are going to be worse because I'm not used to it.
Yeah.
You know, I just don't enjoy it that much anymore.
Nah, like I said, like I like a whiskey or something like that. But even like beer, man, I don't like the way beer makes you feel unless we're all hanging out. You know, if we're all hanging out, like I could never drink beer by myself. I've never been that type. But I can drink whiskey by myself because it doesn't make me feel shitty. It just gives me a buzz, you know?
Yeah, what I've been doing is I've been going to QT, getting like a little sugar-free peach tea out of the fountain and getting like one of those airplane shots, whatever it might be. I've been kind of getting into vodka lately, but yeah, like I've been doing that probably 5 nights a week, you know, just a shot.
Yeah.
Because it kind of calms you down, winds you down a little bit. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
Makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. Whiskey's great, dude.
I want to get a whiskey sponsor, man.
We are. We will.
Sure.
We will. Creekwater, come on.
Yeah.
Come on with it.
Come on with it.
Come on with it. So if you could go back 10 years, what would you change? Like, do you wish you committed to something longer to see how something might have played out? Or would you accept everything happened? I mean, obviously everything happened for a reason, but is there something that you wish you could have learned 10 years ago that you know now that would have made you probably successful by the time you're 27?
Yeah. Caring less what people thought.
Yeah.
That was a big
That is the
one,
biggest thing, dude.
Even my friends, man, like thinking back, dude, like there was a lot of times I did a lot of things just to try to fit in with my friends, you know, because I didn't want them to think I was lame or whatever, you know, like just caring too much about what even the people closest to me thought, you know, when really it didn't matter at all because I wasn't happy with who I was, you know, and it was because I wasn't being myself. Like I was like tailoring towards how I thought I should act rather than like how I really wanted to act and be, you know?
Yeah.
And then I put other people on pedestals because like, man, I like how they act. I wish I could act like that. And it was never me to act like that. So when I try to act like that, it just came off
wrong. It didn't
wrong.
feel right.
Yeah, and that's
right.
when like those cringy videos come up, you know,
Yeah.
because that's about when I was 17, you know.
Same with me, dude.
Yeah.
Same with me. It's kind of is looking up to the wrong people,
Yeah,
you know, because I've always looked up to like rappers and shit that glorified drugs.
yeah.
So what is a kid to do?
But at the same time, dude, like what just hit me right now is a lot of people peak at that age when they're the coolest. Some people are the coolest when they're 17 that they'll ever be. And then their life goes downhill and they're not as cool as they were when they were 17, 18. And I'm glad I don't think I was that cool when I
In
was
high
17.
school, you were the man, homie.
Yeah.
Now, what's the 50 Cent say?
It's damn, homie. Back in high school, you were the man, homie. Yeah.
That's true though, man.
Yeah.
I know like the football players. I'm not gonna say any names, but I just seen a guy that was like the shit in high school. Like on the football team, athletic as fuck. I thought he was gonna make it into the NFL. I seen him at the gym a few months back. Big old belly, balding.
Yeah.
He might be doing good,
Yeah.
but just from the looks of it, he doesn't look like that stud that he used to be.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it is crazy to see that peak. I'm glad, like, I wasn't like, I'm just glad I didn't peak in high school, man.
Yeah.
I'm still nowhere near my peak.
Yeah.
I feel like me and you are just starting for real.
Yeah. That's how I feel too.
And isn't it crazy how it's important to try new things? Because me and you have been through so many endeavors.
Oh, dude, I was thinking about this earlier. I think that like us doing music, like is going to help us with these guests that we have coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like other interviews I've watched with these people probably didn't have that musical background. So they don't understand. So that's why they asked the questions that they asked. And when I hear them ask these questions, I'm like, that's kind of a corny question.
Stupid question.
Yeah. So it's like, there's no depth to that question
Yeah.
that you just asked. And he asked it because he didn't know. And I have a feeling, like, I feel like we can relate to these upcoming guests more because we did do that. We did go through that phase or through the music thing and like learned like what it's like to perform and dealing with promoters and all that, you know? So yeah, I think it's important to try many things because experience,
Yeah.
you know, you want to be able to, you want to have life experience. I think by the time I'm 80, that's my most prized possession is experience.
Experience, yeah.
You know, I don't want to live a life of no experience and then being 80 and like being like, where did the past 80 years go? You know?
Well, it's also
and
like,
not knowing like about shit.
yeah, well, being 80 and having regret.
Yeah.
Like, imagine that. Imagine we had the mentality of like a 9 to 5 is our life. And,
Yeah.
like, this is what it is, you know? Like,
Yeah,
don't
it's
even try
scary.
to pursue anything. Like, we would question, like, man, what if we just didn't listen to our parents or people at work or blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
you know?
Dude, I used to work in a factory at making seats and stuff for GM. And if I was still there today and then I was there for the next 20, 30 years, dude, I would hate that. I would hate that. I would be that guy that drinks after work every day just to escape my life, you know?
Yeah, dude, because I got people at my work and they're just, they're like trying to find a way out. I'm like, well, what do you like to do? I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know what I like to do. I'm like, well, that's your first step. Just try different shit.
Yeah.
Like me and my brother just tried a podcast just because we wanted to do it. And now we're seeing momentum.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't have ever known this was for us if we never tried,
Yeah.
you know?
But see, I think we're blessed because we're born in the right generation. What the hell is that? Dude, there's so many
yeah.
bees up here.
Dude, if we were born 30 years prior,
Yeah, because like the generation that is the mindset of the factory and all that, you can't blame them because what else was there to do?
Yeah.
Like they didn't know the shit that we know now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really not really that great of an excuse because there are people that did do shit that they wanted to do. But back then it was a minority, you know,
Yeah.
like now everybody's doing something artistic or YouTube or vlogging or some shit, you know?
like we can make, like mom could be a musician right now and be on
Yeah.
Spotify. What's up? We got like 30 more minutes. 30 more minutes. Get on out of here.
Yeah. Mom, like dad, You know, like they didn't know, they didn't have YouTube and all that. Like they didn't, I think with our generation, dude, we can see every day that somebody's doing something other than a factory job. Whereas they didn't have that privilege back in the day, you know?
Yeah, like I was saying, like I could get her to record whatever and we could put it on Spotify and you can call her a musician.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
But back in the day, you had to be at the right place at the right time with the right material, the right everything, you know? But that kind of also means that's kind of why like
there's
music
legends.
is shit.
Yeah. And that's why there's legends like Johnny Cash, Kurt Cobain, Jimi Hendrix, all these people.
Do you think we're at the era of there's not going to be any more legends?
Dude, I heard that somewhere. That was a topic somebody was talking about. I don't remember who, but yeah.
Like
that could be. I mean, like, who would you even consider a living legend right now? Like, legitimately.
Kendrick.
Yeah, people like Kendrick,
Drake.
Jay-Z. But even those people don't cross. They don't really even cross platforms like other artists did back in the day. Like, Johnny Cash is a legend. Everybody could agree with that, you know?
I think Kendrick will go down as a legend. I think Drake will go down as a legend. But, like, I'm talking about this new era.
Yeah.
Like, this new, like, you're coming up now. Like, you're not going to be able to, like, you see that performance of DMX at Woodstock 99.
Yeah.
It's
thousands and thousands of people.
I don't know if we'll ever see that like that again.
Yeah.
You know? I'm curious.
Yeah.
But they're definitely not going to be built like the 50 Cents, the DMX, the Tupacs.
But at the same time, dude, who knows where the future is going to be? And people could look back now and be like, man, can you imagine how hard they had it?
Yeah.
You know, like in 30 years from now, you could probably post one thing and become, you know, who knows? Like you can probably print your own money in 30 years and be rich. Everybody will be rich.
Well, we're starting to see that now.
Yeah.
Like you can just fucking come up with the coin and all of a sudden you got Dogecoin. You know what I'm saying?
Crypto wave. Yeah. So who knows, man? Who knows like where things are going to be in 40 years?
And that's another thing, like with investing, like just because you missed out on like the Bitcoin growth, like, cause right now it's at like 40 or 50,000.
Yeah. Like 56,000.
But there's going to be another thing. Like 10 years from now, Bitcoin's going to be like the normal. Yeah. And there's going to be something new that you can dive into. Yeah. Cause sometimes I think that I beat myself up cause I'm like, dude, I knew about Bitcoin 10 years ago and I didn't invest. I didn't know anything about it. Yeah. Same. You know, but damn.
I remember kids talking about it back in like 2010.
Yeah. You would use Bitcoin to get on the dark web to buy, you know, fake IDs or whatever.
Yeah. My girl literally did that. She bought Bitcoin, which would probably, I wonder how much, I think she bought like $60 worth back then, or maybe even more, like $100 worth. I think it was like 100.
Yeah. I wonder what Bitcoin was at back then.
Dude.
It's probably like less than $1, dude.
She probably paid like $1 million for that fake ID.
Yeah, dude. That's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. Like fuckheads buying like illegal drugs on the internet are accidental millionaires now.
So she just discovered that she still has Bitcoin from way back then. Mm-hmm. And she thinks back then it was 30 cents worth. It was about 30 cents that she didn't use. And now it's worth $60.
That's crazy.
30 cents is worth 60.
So every 30 cents you would have put into Bitcoin, you would have made $60
today.
Yeah.
But probably more. I mean, it depends on when you invested.
Yeah.
But that's what's crazy because there's other cryptocurrencies out there that are like 0.0001% or 1 cent. And we never know like which one's going to take off next.
I know, dude. It's all about understanding what they are and what they can do. Yeah. Because like I was telling like dad, I'm like, buy these, but like look them up. Make sure you know what they're doing because I'm a little scared to invest into something that I don't absolutely know nothing about.
Yeah. That's everything I learned about investing was to invest what you know. Yeah. Invest into what you know about.
Yeah. And the shit that I've just listened to people off of, I lost a lot of money. Yeah. Like I'm investing into this oil company called Zion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I got that from dad and all them because it's like a Christian-based oil company. And the dude in the 80s got a message from God saying, hey, go to Israel and start digging for oil because you will strike gold there, you know. And he kept that faith. And a lot of that faith is backed up by people like Dad and like Christians that are putting money into it.
Yeah.
But who knows, dude? Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? Because like I know Dad, he made $6,000 in like one day off of it, just investing at the right time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, if you are investing, I'm no expert, but definitely like learn about what the fuck you're investing into. Don't just do it blindly just because you hear a dumb fuck on a podcast say, buy this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Listen to the people that know and actually do your own research.
Do your own
That's
research.
the most important part.
Yeah. Because you can lose a lot of money. A lot of money.
Yeah.
You want to get into the questions? I haven't even looked at these questions.
Yeah.
I've looked at one and it's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
We'll start off with this one.
Oh God, dude.
All right.
So what people submitted questions for me?
Yep. Special for you, bro.
Oh God, dude. Here we go.
All right. Let me pull these up. Where are we at? All right. This one's from the homie Tori Hughes.
Oh no shit.
Tori Hughes.
Oh yeah. What's up, Tori?
Hey Joe, happy birthday. So I guess my questions would be, what is some wisdom you can pass on from this last year and what you've learned at this age, and what is a goal you have for the next year?
Damn, that's a good question.
That's a good one.
That's actually a really good question. Some wisdom that I've learned in the past year.
Dealing with all the COVID, 2020 was a weird year. So I know we all learned a lot.
I already got it. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself because this past year I was given, with the COVID and the lockdown and all that, I was given time to myself. And with that time that I invested into myself, I was able to kind of skyrocket my own personal stock, like my own, like the things that I 2020 for me personally was the biggest growth year of my life, probably.
Same.
Because I took the time to myself and I realized the things I wanted to do. I sat with myself and I was like, man, I can make a living off doing this or that, the things that I love doing, so just invest in yourself would be the biggest wisdom I've learned in the past year.
Yeah. Not only that is to think outside the box.
Yeah.
Because what I realized is just because you have a 9-to-5, that is not security. Because as a lot of people know, COVID took jobs just like that. Yeah. Just because you thought you had a secure job at a 9-to-5 corporation, it's not secure, dude.
Yeah.
Unemployment's going crazy right now, still.
Yeah.
Still to this day. So yeah, invest in yourself and think outside the box to make money.
Yeah. Yeah. And just to elaborate on investing in yourself, invest time into yourself, it doesn't always have to be money, although money can help, buying books and buying, weights, anything, and buying a gym membership, the books and things that are going to improve your life. But the time is the most important thing. Sit with yourself and find out the things you really want out of life and write them down and invest that type of asset into yourself. Time, it's free, Time is money too. So it's invest money in yourself and time into yourself and to figure out what you want out of life, because time goes by like that. And that's another thing I realized too. All of 2020 doesn't even feel, sometimes I still think it's 2020 because of how fast the year itself went by. It's fuck, it's 2021 right now. We went through 2020, So yeah, time, really appreciate your time and take some time to yourself.
I like that. And what was her second part?
That was a good question.
She had two.
Thank you, Tori.
Hey Joe, happy birthday. So I guess my questions would be, what is some wisdom you can pass on from this last year and what you've learned at this age, and what is a goal you have for the next year?
Oh, a goal? A goal for next year? For the next year is get out of debt is my biggest goal. And just grow more, grow this podcast is one of my biggest focuses right now, even more so than VSA or photos or anything, is the momentum of this podcast is I should see it. I see, what's the word? And, fuck, I can't think of the word, but growth. I see a lot of growth in this podcast. What's the word? exponential growth.
Exponential growth.
Yeah, that's what I see in this podcast. So growing this podcast and growing my finances is a major goal.
You need to grow these arms, bro.
Shit, dude.
Nah, they're getting bigger.
I'm getting thicker than a Snickers, but
that's for sure. That's a good segue for the next guy.
Oh shit!
All right,
I can already tell who it is.
All right, here we go. We got. Hold on. We got a question from the homie Anthony Braga. You already know he's
Yo, bro, happy birthday. So, where do you see yourself in 5 years? What's the plan? What's the goal? Let's go.
Hell yeah, Braga. 5 years, financially free. I see myself being at least freedom from a 9 to 5, not needing to be in a 9 to 5. You know,
I'm gonna say
I
it.
could choose if I want to be, but yeah, being financially free.
Yeah, we're gonna be living off our creations.
Yeah,
by then.
yeah,
for
living
sure.
off something I love doing, and I can see that in the next 5 years. And I love real estate too. If real estate is my pathway out, then that's my pathway out. But being financially free is where I see myself in 5 years, and healthier too, man. Like I see myself being fucking jacked, dude. Just jacked. Jacked on time and jacked on physicality.
You're gonna be jacked up. You keep talking that shit, but
I'm just playing. But no, I see myself definitely, at least I see myself being financially free.
I see you being happier too.
Yeah. I
That's definitely-
think that's part of it. Freedom to me
Is
a
part of
major part of
happiness.
my happiness.
for sure. All
Thank you,
right.
Braga.
Yeah, that was a good one, Braga. All right, here we go. We got the little sis,
Oh, hell
little
yeah.
sister. I think she's got two.
Shout out.
She's got two. Hold on.
So you've always been an artist and creator. So my question is, who was your top 2 inspiration
10 years ago.
10 years ago. My top 2 inspirations 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's a tough one.
Lil Wayne.
Yeah, because 10 years ago, my creative outlet was music. And Lil Wayne was a big inspiration. He was my favorite rapper. But somebody that like inspired me though, like truly like inspired me. A$AP Rocky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
A$AP Rocky and Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Because back then, that's was my creative outlet was music. And I definitely looked up to those two as far as music. And I think that's kind of a lot of where my style musically came from. And photography too, though, like, I'm trying to think. Well, 10 years ago was kind of before I started. Yeah.
I would say, no, you kind of started
It was about
photography-
2013
Yeah.
when I really started.
Relatively around the same time.
And my inspiration back then was, shit, there was this dude, I think his name was Max Thompson. He was an Instagram
Oh, I know who you're talking
photographer.
about. Yeah.
I liked his work.
Yeah. Yeah, I
And
remember. He was
then-
out of LA, I'm pretty sure.
And then people that were in my life at that time, like a couple of my friends that took photos.
Yeah. What about painting? Because you were kind of big into painting growing up.
Yeah,
This is
painting.
a little over 10 years ago, but
See, whenever I painted, I was always like the type of painter that would have to look at something and then paint it. I could never just paint off the top of my
Yeah.
dome, you know, but I was good at like looking at something and then I could paint it. So
But
I
is-
didn't really have like
is it-
a inspiration. I love Picasso. That's why I got this Picasso piece, just because what I loved about Picasso was his ability to put emotion into his paintings, but they were still like this type of art, like art that I liked was like abstract.
abstract
you know?
art, yeah.
Like this piece right here is called The Weeping Woman, and it was about, I think it was like her city or something got bombed, and he painted like a woman's reaction to her city being bombed and destroyed and everything being obliterated and all that, you know. So, and she was like crying, and he pictured like her in her like funeral get up and all that, you know. So like his ability to express emotion in art inspired me. But yeah, I don't really have any like, I can't think of any inspirations I had as far as painting.
What about skateboarding? Because
Skateboarding?
that was one of the biggest impacts of our life.
Yeah. really the whole Baker crew, dude.
Yeah, I
like
would
I
say the
can't
same
like
thing.
Andrew Reynolds, but sometimes I wonder if I got that from you, you know, because I know he was always your favorite, and my favorite always kind of bounced around. But I really did look up to Andrew Reynolds just because he was the top dog of the thing, and just the guy that organized the whole thing, and his style. I mean, my trick was frontside flips, you know, and that was his trick too. And I think a big part of it was that just looking up to Andrew Reynolds.
Yeah,
and when I had a Baker board, dude, and I just felt like I skated better.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, for sure. One thing I liked about Baker is they were the first company that I noticed that had characters. Like they really expressed like what they did outside of skateboarding in their music videos.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
they were partying, you know,
Yeah.
smoking weed and shit
Yeah.
like that. And I was getting a glimpse into like how they were off the board too.
Yeah.
And that made me very intrigued.
Yeah.
It's like the whole lifestyle, whole lifestyle Baker
Yeah.
created.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why I love Currency too. He created like a lifestyle around his music.
Yeah.
And I thought that was the dopest shit
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Did you have a second question?
Yeah, it might be the
Cool.
same.
It was a good question though. Thank you. Thank you, sis.
Oh, same question. Should just say happy birthday then.
Love you,
All right.
sis.
We got one more. We'll save the best for last.
Hey, son, even though it's not your birthday, I want to wish you a happy 27th, even though we're going to be celebrating Monday. But I know BK is interviewing you today for the podcast. Question I have for you: in your lifetime, what was your highest point and your lowest point? I love you, son. I'll see you on your birthday. Bye.
Love you, mama. Oh, damn, dude,
I just
this is
got
two
hit
big
with
ass
the bee.
bees.
No, I just got
Those
hit
two
with
of them.
one.
It was two of them.
Man.
I think they're having sex. Those guys.
I love that woman, dude.
Yeah, I love her.
She's a beautiful
Shout
lady.
out to mama.
She's such a beautiful lady.
I love you, mama.
Yeah, the highest point of your life and the lowest point.
Man, there's so many lows. No, I can think of two really life-changing lows that I had in my life. The first time I experienced true heartbreak, where I just felt like I got my heart ripped out of my chest, and breaking my leg. You know, those two things changed the course of my life, you know? And as far as highs, damn, man. I'm trying to think. I guess I could say getting this house was one of them. But it's hard to narrow out the highest high. Oh, and losing Matt. That was one of the biggest lows of my life.
That
too.
was one of mine for sure.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's another thing that really changed me too, was losing Matt.
our first show was something special though.
Ooh, yep, boom. That's my first high. That's
Yeah.
like the first high I can think of was our first performance musically, performing at Plush in St. Louis. Yeah.
You've seen the support that we had, how good it turned out.
Yeah, I think that's one of the highs that probably changed the course of my life, you know, is that definitely that.
That was a good question too.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Mama. That was a good one.
Mama. You need to start a podcast yourself.
Yeah.
Shit, man. Should we get on to the birthday activities today?
Yeah, let's do it. Thank you guys for the questions. Kayla, I love you. Tori, Braga, Mama, love you guys. All the listeners, thank you.
Happy fucking birthday, dude.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, we're going to have a good weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Episode 25 here now podcast. Yes, sir.
Let's go.